Hi, we're Uzi and Ari. Hello. Thanks. No, let's try one more time.
Last night we had somebody who asked us if it was the letters of each of our names, since there's 6 of us. We thought maybe there was a U, U is the I, an A, an R, and I, and then an and.
And then an and.
Somebody named and.
I guess that's what I wish I was named. Can we change my name right now to and?
Yeah.
And.
Yeah.
Or just the ampersand symbol.
Exactly. The artist formerly known as
Ampersand. And then another person thought that our band name was Oohs and Ahs, like ooh, ah.
Yeah.
Which would be a terrible band name.
First of all, I'd say the lineup's never going to change again, right?
Clearly.
Yeah. But as for me, just been best friends for a long time, many years, and right about the time Ben founded Uzi and Ari, I founded my own band and we played shows together, and then my band disappeared, and then kind of intermittently started joining Uzi and Ari.
Ryan and I are brothers. We're the most recent additions to Uzi and Ari, so I like to think of us as like the most recent program updates for like the computer programs, like make it the best possible. Just kidding.
Humble boys.
But yeah, we met them just because we were both in bands in Utah, and we knew of each other and liked each other's music. So, and these guys were going to Europe, and we weren't, so we were like, all right.
Also, it's a really great opportunity. We get to play lots of different instruments, sometimes in ways that are a little bit unexpected. And there's also just great songwriting and great performance, and so it's not like just joining a band where you just sit down and you're just going to strum 3 chords every night for 3 months while you're on tour. Like, we're switching instruments, we're playing interesting melodies, we're doing interesting harmonies. It's stretching and it's challenging, but it's also really rewarding. And especially since it's obvious to us that, we've been watching Ben perform, and Andrew and Catherine as well, for quite some time, and their performances, were very inspiring, and we were just like, kind of flattered to be a part of the whole thing, and so that's kind of how I feel about it.
Actually, an old drummer, Uzi Ari, and I heard their first demo, and I really, really loved the band, and so I was a fan. And then we became friends, and he just, I guess, thought I would be a good candidate for a member of the band. So lucky me.
We chose assigned roles. She's the hot one.
Whoa.
I was just kidding. I'm the
there
hot
are other hot people in this band.
That was actually what really drew us together, our astonishing good looks.
Yeah. This interview is getting derailed. Too much self-promotion going
Ben found me, actually.
on. He's the special one. Yeah, I hunted you down.
I joined the band. Actually, I think I played the release for the first album, Don't Leave in Such a Hurry.
Headworms is just kind of a euphemism for just, I guess, sort of swirling, repeating thoughts and ideas and issues I've been going through over the last few years. All of us actually grew up pretty religious, and we're all kind of defected from any sort of organized theism, I think. And so the album has a lot to do with kind of disillusionment with God, or the concept of God, or religion as a whole, I guess, and just kind of how difficult that is to lose spirituality and try to replace it, try to find spirituality in other areas that maybe aren't quite as dogmatic, I guess, as Christianity. And of course, we grew up Mormons, so it's also a very extreme religion, and there's a lot of really difficult. There's a difficult disconnect, I guess, with family members and friends that don't understand, why you don't believe the same way that they do anymore, and a lot of heartache is caused because your family usually thinks your soul is lost, and so it's a pretty personal album, just kind of chronicling the last few years as I've kind of, had that disconnect from religion. There's a small label based in Tokyo called Friend of Mine Records that released our last album, and we haven't been over there before, but I guess they felt like we're ready to come over, give it a try this time, so we've got about 6 or 7 shows booked in April, and we have no idea how that's going to go because only 3 of us are going because the plane tickets are so expensive, so we have to kind of like reform the set from the way we do it now, do kind of like a more simplified version. Yeah, we get the Radiohead comparison all the time, which is kind of frustrating because it's extremely consistent in reviews, and I guess there must be some truth to it, or it wouldn't be so common. But I also kind of feel like it's really difficult to make music, with electronic beats and sing in a higher register without being compared to Thom Yorke or Radiohead, just because they're kind of like the brand, they're the household name. So I don't know. A lot of our music is just kind of a product of limitations. I mean, we didn't originally want to use very much electronics, but we had troubles recording a full drum set on our second to last album, and then we kind of established the sound that way, so we kind of continued it over on this one and used the electronics again. I don't know if that was the whole question. Okay.